the sun.
What's happening, y'all? This is your host, Treem Heff. This is Coachella Magazine, episode 9, presented by Palm Springs Grip. And I have the artist, the creator, Dorian Electra.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening? How you living?
Good. Just came in from beautiful Los Angeles, ready to play the Dinosaur Weekend. My first time really in Palm Springs. I've only driven through or been to the outlet mall.
Really?
But that's it, yeah.
Oh, so you've been to Cabazon?
I've been there, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't buy anything, but I was like, even though it's an outlet mall, it's still really expensive because it's all designer. But it was fun to see the discount Prada just from afar.
Yeah. So you never been to Palm Springs?
Never been.
How many times have you, how long have you lived in LA?
Just a year. Okay. So not that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where'd you come from? You came from the South, right?
I'm from Houston, Texas originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you start making music?
I started making music in high school. I've been doing various projects, and when I was a little kid I actually used to do musical theater, but I wasn't making music, but I was still performing and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then really got started with everything I'm doing now about 2-3 years ago.
Okay. So you were always dancing and performing and stuff your whole life?
Pretty much. Yeah. I would dress up as the Beatles and U2 when I was a little kid, and I would perform for my mom and dad, and that was really how I got my start.
That's where you got your confidence and flair from?
Yeah, okay. Little Mick Jagger impersonations as a small child, that vibe, really. Yeah.
So what music did you grow up on when you were little?
Classic rock, absolutely classic rock, and then classical music, Baroque, Bach. My mom had a store, and she would only play the classical station in there, and all the employees hated it, and whenever she would leave, they would put on top 40 or whatever. But yeah, that, and then my dad taking me to Rolling Stones concerts and classic rock.
Okay, so what would you consider your music? I seen the genre pop, but what other influences would you say are in your music?
I would say pop with an experimental twist.
Yeah.
Definitely got some electronic dance vibe in there, but then also I'm working on a lot of new stuff that brings in guitars, harpsichords. I got MIDI saxophone. I mean, I got a lot, just trying to do a lot of different vibes in one. I think that's the most fun music, combines many, many genres.
Yeah, I listened to I went through music video to music video, and your videos are very, very, very well done and far out.
Thank you so much.
So that comes from your past too, being a performer and stuff, because that's a part of your identity and your brand.
Totally, yeah. The videos have always been a huge part of the music and the art, and I've actually never released a song without a music video.
Okay.
I'm working on my album now, and then that'll be a bunch of songs that don't have music videos, but yeah, it's always been an integral part. I
went on your Wikipedia and I seen hella videos, but you haven't released a project yet, right?
No, I haven't. Okay. I'm working on my debut album coming out this summer.
Okay, have you released any compilation of songs or anything yet?
No compilation, but I have a ton of singles out and videos on YouTube and all streaming platforms.
So you said 3 years ago, is that when you became you feel you became Dorian Electra 3 years ago?
I would say
with the whole swag, the ambiance, everything.
I found the swag in about 2016.
Where'd you find the swag?
So I started doing this. I've been doing educational music videos for fun and also for school since high school and college, and then I started working with Refinery 29 to do educational music videos about the history of sexuality and gender, and they were original pop songs that had to do with the history of the clitoris, the history of drag, the history of vibrators, all these different topics that are not well known about, but really interesting and make for a good pop song. And started doing those, and then started transitioning to making my own music, just as Dorian Electra. Yeah.
So this just recently started.
Yeah.
What about playing instruments and stuff? Because you produce a lot of your music, right?
I work with other producers, and it's all computer. It's just computer, microphone, pretty much. There's a few things that have some guitar on them, but now you can have a whole orchestra with the click of a button.
Yeah.
And it's so much cheaper and easier than having to pick up respect to instruments. Love them. Yeah. Love real instruments. blessed.
But taking the time to learn all them damn instruments is hectic.
Too much, my guy.
Unless you've been learning your whole life.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of time, it's too kind of time consuming.
Too much. I never had the patience, really.
Me neither. I'm an artist. I'm a painter and a
cool.
clothing designer.
Amazing.
I wish I could get into music here and there, but it's just a little too complicated.
Collaborating, I think that's the best way to do it. If you have the ideas and others can help bring it to life.
So, your visual, is it man to man? Mm-hmm. How was that inspired?
My music video, Man to Man, and my song, let me think, how was it inspired?
I seen when he was up in the bed and he had the coffee IV.
Oh, Career Boy, yes.
Oh, that was Career Boy?
Yeah. No worries,
no, bad.
No, I mean, that's all like,
okay.
Yeah, well, let's see. Well, I don't know. Any more specific? Ask me something more like whatever you want to know about it specifically. I'm bad at that question.
Okay, so for Career Boy.
Yeah.
What was the video based off of? Was it based off of like a normal man just living life, just caught up in the mix, day-to-day routine?
Yeah, a little bit of that, like kind of taking this trope of the 9-to-5 corporate Wall Street businessman, someone that's addicted to working, that defines themselves by their success in a corporate sphere, and then also playing with that trope and trying to subvert the like masculinity and the kind of like modern machismo of like the Wall Street man, and that's sort of like seen as this like glorified warrior of today's capitalist society, and kind of trying to just have fun with that and like poke fun at that and take it down, but also at the same time like I really relate to the like addiction to working, and like I really relate to Career Boy, and that is definitely a part of me, but also just thought it would be fun to do like a crazy, stupid, and sexy office vibe and pour coffee on myself, and
that one was lit. That one had me hooked, trying to figure out. I was like, damn, this is far out, because I know like there's a lot of artists that just put things together real quick. You know what I'm saying? I could tell that you have like a very calculated like vision for your songs and your videos, like cohesively.
Thank you. Yeah. I pretty much write all of the songs with a music video in mind, even if I never make the music video. I have to start with the visual to be inspired for the lyrics, and that's kind of work backwards in that way. Just that
explains a lot to me. Just you saying that, like, okay, I can see like you doing that, because a lot of people don't pay attention to like the visuals, like the song first, like just put it out, just everybody just stream it. Who cares? But I can tell that you're like the whole package.
Totally, that's my favorite part.
And you're trying to break down the walls and barriers of like femininity and masculinity, correct?
Totally.
So you're gender fluid, correct? So for all the people that don't know, could you explain like what that term is? Yeah,
I guess it just comes from feeling fluid in my identity. I don't feel particularly fixed to being defined as female or male or genderless. I don't really feel genderless either. It's more like a mood or a way of relating to people. And I don't really let that define how I feel about myself, I guess I would say.
Okay. So now let's get into the style.
Okay.
Because the style is all the way swagged out.
Thank you,
every single video I've seen swagged out to the max.
Thank you so much.
And you came in here and you just transformed into like a superhero. So where does all this style and influence come from?
I mean, this I actually got at like a sex shop that was on sale post Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And it's a nurse. It's like supposed to be a sexy nurse costume, and I guess it's supposed to be a dress that you zip up and it like fits really tight and has this easy access zipper situation. But I just got it in a 3XL, and I was like, well, you're just gonna make a jacket out of this bad boy.
It's like a little mini trench coat type pea coat now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was a whole fit, or you just put the fit together?
And then I found these pants at this other weird store in Houston. And I was like, they match pretty well. And a little Amazon. This is from my friend's dad that I borrowed, but I didn't give it back to. But it was too small for him anyway. So I was like, Phil, please, come on, your head's too big. Leave it to me.
I feel you.
Yeah, and every time, the funny thing about this hat is kind of annoying, is that every time I perform in it, which was all I performed in it last night, my sweat and the body heat like makes it bigger. but then when it dries, it like shrinks. So it keeps getting smaller on my head.
Is it wool?
I don't know. What do you think? I didn't look at you want to feel it?
This is some real cowboy swag.
Is it? I don't know. I just got it from Phil.
I see the little leather patch up in there. That's the real deal swag right there. Okay.
I wish I could do it.
I don't know. I don't know too well of like because a lot of textures feel the same, but it looks a little
felt, wool, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So who were like some of your early influences as far as fashion goes?
Definitely Alice Cooper.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He's born the same day as me.
Oh, really?
February 4th.
Hey, amazing. Yeah. What an icon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, David Bowie, obviously.
I figured that.
Yeah, definitely. Mick Jagger, the 70s specifically. Prince, iconic.
Yep.
I mean, really all the Liberace is probably actually like my number one.
Liberace was hella swagged out.
Very swagged out. Very crazy. I mean, I wish I could. I used to have some gold rings that were like fake gold rings, and he had like a whole bunch of gold rings, and I got this is probably going to be cut out of the interview, but I got a cut on my finger, and then my finger swelled up, and then I couldn't get the ring off, and then I had to go to the ER, and they had to cut the ring off, and so I was like, I'm not wearing rings after that. This was really sad.
What is your fingers? Oh, you got a cut on it?
It was like just a cut that it was like normally it would have been fine. It's just that the ring was kind of tight, and then it like couldn't drain properly.
So you just scarred from jewelry now?
I mean, earrings I'll still do, but rings I'm like, it's too dangerous.
After you go to the hospital over a ring, I feel you.
Yeah.
I might be a little spooked too.
Yeah.
So, you're performing at the Dinah Festival.
Yeah, the Dinah Shore.
Is this your first or second time?
This is my very first time. I'm so excited. This is like such an iconic queer and lesbian festival with like such an amazing, interesting history behind it. And I'm like so honored to be a part of it. Like the other artists that are performing, Daya, like everybody, Bree, Stevens, like everyone is amazing. It's gonna be really.
Where's your performance gonna be at?
At the the L Word pool party tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have never seen a Dorian Electra performance, what is that like?
It is a great time.
Okay.
Or your money back. Okay. I have 2 backup dancers. We have choreo. We have props. We do audience interaction. Okay. We just try to have everyone else having a great time. You know? Yeah.
And you perform all your singles? Do you release anything new?
I'm gonna be doing 2 new tracks.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
So unheard, nobody's heard them?
Very new, brand new.
Very rare. So that's an exclusive that we just dropped right now.
Exclusive, we're dropping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I seen that you performed at, it was another festival. Was it in New York? Did I see that?
Like recently?
Yes.
Wait, what did I do recently?
Because you do like a lot of gender
I do
fluid.
a lot of things. Yeah, I just performed at like a drag show in New York, and then this other thing in DC, and then what was the other? I don't know what festival thing I've done, but I am doing a bunch of Pride shows. Doing Houston Pride. This Pride event in Chicago, Seattle. I'm playing at RuPaul's Drag Con in LA.
Oh, okay.
So May 25th, 26th.
Shout that
out.
I'll see you
there.
Yep.
And yeah.
Okay. So as far as your choreography goes, do you organize that?
I have this amazing person I work with called Ironstone, and he choreographs everything. He choreographed Man to Man, and also the next single that I have coming out, he did the choreo for that, and so he's also going to be backup dancing. Okay. And yeah.
Okay. So do you ever see yourself getting into like any other artistic endeavors outside of music?
I mean, I definitely
like fashion.
I love fashion. I mean, I'm like working on my own merch line right now, so like that's gonna be really cool. Like, I'm trying to design these like unisex underwear and like all this stuff. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. And yeah, I mean, anything. Painting, I admire. I don't think that it would be useful to anybody if I tried to do it. Not useful to anybody.
I respect that. I I respect the
I'll
honesty.
leave it to the painters, right?
I respect the honesty, but you may dibble and dabble.
Like Britney Spears.
Yeah,
Evolution. If her paintings like are pretty iconic.
They are. I seen. You smoke a little thing, take a little shot. You may
Creativity flows.
Yeah, this might stop flowing. You never know. So
Never know.
you're gonna be performing again for the people.
Yes.
At Dinah Performance.
Yes, tomorrow.
At 1.
At 1 p.m.
And at what spot?
At the L Word, I can't say that. At the L Word pool party at 1 p.m. on the main stage at the Hilton Hotel.
Okay.
And what else was I gonna say? My next single. You want me to kind of plug that?
Go ahead.
All right.
Do your thing.
My next single is coming out on April 25th. Check it out. Got a music video. Will be on YouTube.com, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer. I don't know what that is at all. I don't know what that service is. Pandora. You name it, it's going to be on there.
Deezer, that's a real service?
It's a real service.
Oh, okay.
But I just see it, but I'm like, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet you just made it up on top of your
Right?
head. I was like, oh,
Deezer, Woozer, Leezer, Pleaser, like all the services.
Dorian Electra on all of those that she just named. Instagram, Dorian Electra, right?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram at Dorian Electra. Great content. Or your money back.
My
guarantee. My guarantee.
99% guarantee?
I would say my lawyer does not allow me to name any specific percentages, but I know you're going to love what you see.
Perfection.
And my Twitter, at Dorian Electra. You gotta love it.
YouTube?
YouTube, at Dorian Electra, everywhere. Venmo, you Venmo me, at Dorian Electra. PayPal, Dorian Electra, it's all there.
Shoot her a little something to the Venmo.
Please. Send me a tip, whatever.
And do you have a website?
DorianElectra.com. The branding's consistent, my friend.
Let's
you got to
go.
keep that consistent.
You already know. You know the name of the game.
Yeah.
So it was great talking to you.
So good talking to you. I'm going to give you a very formal handshake right on camera.
Thank you, partner.
Thank you, partner.
And that was episode 9 of Coachella Magazine. This is the talented Dorian Electra. They just name dropped all their social media, how you can find them via the internet everywhere. And this was episode 9 of Coachella Magazine, presented by Palm Springs Grip.
Thank you. Peace, baby. Yep.